Hello, everybody. How's it going? Be right back. So how's it going? Gotta exit straight. Everything is not happening tonight. I don't know. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's Friday, the weekend. Hope everybody's having a good time. Hey, Bunny X, how's it going? Welcome to the live, or as close to it as I can be. I don't know. So I hope you guys are having a good night tonight. I was dipping into some of my chips again. Got a late night snack. Some more flaming dill pickle chips. Thought I would go live for a little while and see how everybody is tonight. Hopefully it's getting ready for the weekend. I don't know if everybody's out shopping, getting presents, wrapping presents, they're home decorating. A lot of people are going to see the Christmas lights, or like, hey Beast, or, you know, going out and doing things. I know a lot of people like to, you know, go shopping. They also, a lot of people have Christmas parties at like their work or something. They get, when it gets kind of close to Christmas, they put out a Christmas party. So those are still hot, but so I hope everybody's having a good day. And I'm just getting ready for the weekend. And actually, I got a couple of reviews coming up. You'll see one. It's going to be coming up at noontime, where I went down and actually went through the Christmas lights at the local guy here. He does it one every year, Deacon Dave. And I went through his Christmas display, and you'll be able to see that later this afternoon. That was kind of cool. And yeah, so I've just been enjoying the holidays and hope everybody's getting ready, kind of getting in the festive mood. I've been decorating. I got some presents I got to wrap. Yeah, I've just been enjoying the season. That's what I kind of like about Christmas time, you know, more than the presents and all the stuff like that. It's just the holiday time, enjoying the family, the music, you know, all the traditions, stuff like that. That's the fun part to me. Now here, you guys will see this. This is kind of funny. This doesn't normally happen, but look, okay? I've got cats. They are on different levels. Tazzy upstairs and Ziggy's down below. And normally they're like together, or one's on the floor and one's on the thing. So hey, thanks Ace Black Widow. Yeah, see, so now Ziggy's up top, or Ziggy's on the second shelf and Tazzy's up top. So they almost hardly ever do that. No one sits on that bottom one, so I don't know why. But anyway, that's what they're doing tonight. Maybe they'll wake up and they'll come over and hang out. Sometimes Tazzy comes over and does some stuff, but until then, just hang out with you guys for a little while. And if a couple more people come in, I've got Family Feud. We could play that. But it's more fun with a few people. And I don't know. Sometimes it takes a little while before everybody gets the message and YouTube kind of kicks in. Sometimes the alerts don't go out. I don't know. But I did pick up some stuff at the store, and I actually reviewed these earlier. These are peppermint creams. Little chocolate with peppermint cream and peppermint crumbles on them. Pretty good. And these I got as well. These are probably pretty good. Hot cocoa and marshmallow donuts. Limited edition. So yeah, that's another one. You know, they're putting all the stuff out for the holidays. Usually it's pumpkin spice, apple cider. They have apple cider donuts. What was the other one I saw? Was pumpkin spice apple cider donuts, hot cocoa, a lot of different kinds. So I don't know. You can find them if you look for them. And I just I got this. I'm gonna be drinking later. I just put the review up on this one. Blackberry ginger ale, Canada Dry. So that one was kind of cool. It's actually good flavor. I don't know. So I'm gonna see if Beavis is gonna show up. I'm drinking an energy drink tonight. So Beavis might show up. You guys know what happens when Beavis gets here. Guys are in trouble. So, did anybody do anything fun this week? Did they go anywhere special? I don't know. If anybody put any good videos out, let me know. If you guys did any videos, or if you saw any good videos or good shows or anything like that. I know this time of year it's a lot of reruns. Also a lot of Christmas shows, to all the classics. So what would be your favorite video? What would be your favorite Christmas movie, I guess? See, I could put that as a poll, but then there'd be like everybody be putting their favorite one down there. And there's only so many choices, so I don't know. Not sure if you guys are like the traditional ones, like, you know, Miracle on 34th Street, Wonderful Life, you know, old classics like that, or if you're more into the older classics like Christmas Story, Charlie Brown Christmas, or then some of the newer ones like Elf and the Jingle All the Way, Christmas Vacation. Oh, Arthur Christmas. Okay, I haven't seen that one. I like the cartoon ones too. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. That's a good one. You know, Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Then they have The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is kind of like a Halloween movie, but it's also a Christmas movie. And then they have Christmas Vacation, Home Alone, yeah, a couple other ones, like all the traditional ones. Grinch, yeah. My favorite one, actually, is The Year Without a Santa Claus, the animated one. I like Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and those kind of things. But my favorite one has to be The Year Without a Santa Claus, because I like the Heat Miser and the Snow Miser. Those are like my favorite ones. They do their little song and dance, and they have it entourage and all that. I had the little dolls at one time. The little Heat Miser and the Snow Miser. Yeah, oh yeah, Christmas Carol, the original one, and then they had the newer one with, and then Scrooged. That was another one. Scrooged with Bill Murray. Polar Express. That's another one. What else? I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. I don't remember them all. But I know it was like Elf, Jingle All the Way, Christmas Story, Cranks, Christmas with the Cranks. That's the kind of newer one. Yeah, I you know. Then of course, if you have the Hallmark Channel, they're putting on all the Hallmark Christmas movies, and they're kind of like the sappy love stories for Christmas, you know, where the girl meets the guy and, you know, they end up getting together. And it's usually like the B actors, the ones that have been in it for a while, or a country western singer. They somehow get into it. But I've seen a lot of those. And then, I don't know. But then you get some of the, you know, classics. I watched a Charlie Brown Christmas a little while ago. Rudolph, Frosty the Snowman, Frosty Returns, Rudolph's Shiny New Year. All the old animated classics were kind of fun. But then they kind of did the new ones. They've made some new ones that just aren't as good. They made one called the Miser Brothers Christmas. It was like this Snow Miser and Heat Miser, but it was like updated and the animation was totally different and it wasn't as good. Okay. Well, yeah, not everybody's into the Christmas stories. Some people like the Christmas music. I like a lot of the Christmas music. I used to have the records, but... Hey, Dodgy, how's it going? We're just talking about Christmas movies, Christmas songs, a bunch of stuff. Trying to figure out what's your favorite Christmas movie and or song, I guess. I was kind of in a Christmas mood, I guess, today. Seeing how you guys are doing. So yeah, I only saw a couple of Christmas shows so far this year. Yes, that's the one. Burgermeister Meisterburger. Burgermeister Meister Burger. Orders from Santa Claus is Coming to Town. You know what? I didn't bring it out tonight. I actually got the Rudolph blinking nose. It was on last night's stream. Okay. Well, there you go. I didn't have a burger today. I had for dinner. I had curry chicken. Hey, Joe Arcade Wins. How's it going? Yeah, I had curry chicken for dinner. Well, it's also the thumbnail from last night's stream. It's a little light up nose. Really? Christmas Grinch, yes. I could also switch over. I have another. I have this is my Santa hat, but I got a couple other ones too. I picked up a few ones. I got the candy cane hat. I should have brought those out. Maybe I'll get them later. But this is my Santa Claus hat. I have this one too. Santa Claus cowboy hat. So yeah, that's that one. I got a fedora. I got a antlers. I got a candy cane hat and a couple other ones. So we were kind of wondering what your guys' favorite Christmas movie or Christmas special is. Do you guys have a favorite Christmas movie? Yeah, this one. Go. See, like mine was Year Without a Santa Claus. That was my favorite one. And I know a lot of people like Christmas Story, Elf, Jingle All the Way, Home Alone. Wow. There's a bunch of them out there. And some of them that aren't even really Christmas movies, but kind of make their way into Christmas movies, like Die Hard. Technically, that's a Christmas movie, but it's not really about Christmas. Hey, Shawnee, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. So what's your favorite Christmas movie? Just having fun today. I don't know if I've seen that one. Oh, they actually made one of Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. They made a cartoon out of it. I saw that one the other day. Okay. Well, not everybody's into it, so. I have a couple that I watch every year. And I kind of like the Christmas music. I like looking at the lights. I like, that part of the Christmas season. I don't like all the shopping and all the hubbub and all that stuff that everybody does. Yeah, some people do. They like the horror, all that stuff. And yesterday, well, technically now it's over to the next day, but yesterday was Friday the 13th, so would have been a perfect day to have, horror movie or horror flick or something like that. kind of hoping Ian would have gone live, but guess he didn't. He wasn't able to make it. Would have been a classic stream if he went, because he would have had, I don't know, Michael Myers or Jason or something like that. Who knows? But yeah, today I just put out the one review for the Canada Dry Blackberry Ginger Ale. I just put that one out. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. Hey, you know what? I have breakfast for dinner. I have breakfast for dinner all the time. I have eggs, sausage, pancakes. Really? Okay, well. Hey, report yourself. Probably. And if, Shawnee, if you go in there and watch that, Blackberry one, I snuck in a little bit of stuff. I snuck in a little thing in there. Hopefully I won't get in trouble. It was only like 2 seconds long. Snuck in one little thing in there. Because there's a little bit of the bubbly. I had to sneak that one in there. I don't know. It was too funny. I had to sneak it in. Okay. A little bit of the bubbly. But yeah, I found my sister got these for me. I was trying these out earlier. I don't know if you've seen these. Donuts on the go. Hot cocoa and marshmallow donuts. Actually pretty good. I don't blame you. That's why I'm doing a lot of my shopping online. In between watching the Christmas movies and all the recorded stuff, things like that. Yeah, I don't like going to the malls. I don't like going to the... I actually went the other day. I went to like 3 or 4 places and didn't didn't have much success for things. I got what I needed to. I'm just gonna do the rest of it at home. And I know it probably won't even be in time for Christmas, but oh well. So, you know, they'll just have to get it after Christmas. Yeah, because everything's, you know, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I got out yesterday and I was like, it was raining and I didn't want to go anywhere. The more I got out there, the wetter I got. And then I was like, okay, I got to come home. It's just too much stuff. And there's too many people and all that kind of stuff. So I ended up coming home. But I did make it. Okay, good night, Dodgy. Thanks for dropping in for a little bit. No problem. Like I said, I'm just on here. I'm just having a little bit of fun tonight. No real direction, but maybe if some more people come in, I've got Family Feud. We can do the Family Feud. But I was kind of waiting for a couple people to get in here, but no, sometimes we get them, sometimes we don't. No big deal. you guys doing? They're so funny, man. They're up there. There we go. There. Crooked. Yeah, the cats. Let's see. Yeah, see, I don't have an umbrella either. I don't have an umbrella. I don't have raincoat. I don't have any of that stuff. I should get a rain jacket, or I should get an umbrella, or I should get a, I don't know, poncho or something. But because I was out there and I was getting in the puddles, and yeah, it wasn't fun. And I did go to Big Lots yesterday. I went to the Dollar Tree, the Big Lots. I went to Target and Walmart. Wasn't impressed with either. Yeah, sometimes, you know, you don't always think about it. And usually if I just go to the store or whatever, I don't really need it because I just go from the car to the store. It's usually not that bad. Well, sometimes you gotta, you know, you gotta look a little bit ridiculous to stay dry. It's no biggie. Really? Yeah, so I bet you got wet. And it's gonna be raining here for off and on for the next, I think, week. Probably right through till Christmas. I don't know. So do you guys have any plans for Christmas time? Do you like do a get together? Do you go to relatives? Do you I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe if some of you guys have like a big family, you get a big get together and have a big Christmas presents or a party, you know, punch and all that stuff. I remember that when I was little. See, not so much anymore now because I don't really have kids. You know, the kids aren't around anymore. Oh, wow, that's really good. Although, if you have your birthday on Christmas, you don't get as many gifts. So yeah. But yeah, if there was more kids, Christmas is more like for kids. For me, for kid time. And I remember back to Christmases from when I was little, and it was like with me and my sister. It seems like every year there was like the hot, you know, the hot toy that they would have something every time. One time it was what, Tickle Me Elmo, um, Cabbage Patch Dolls, Furbies, all the different ones. Okay, that's pretty good. And like one year, every year, they would say, okay, ask for one gift from Santa, and then we'll see if you can get it. And I do remember a couple of years when I asked for something from Santa and I actually got him. So that was kind of cool. And one year I wanted to get that Coleco football, electronic football game. The little, the little handheld one with the little dots. And you'd play the football game, and all it did was the dots. You moved the dots around, and it just blinked. That was back in the, you know, the days when it was just the little simple handheld ones. And one year I wanted a Queen record. I asked for the Queen Play the Game record, an actual vinyl record, because I had a record player, and I got it that year. That was kind of cool. I wish I still had it. I did have it. Yeah, that's what they did. Is they would usually say, okay, ask for one present for everybody, You get one good present, and that's about it. Yeah. And then you get like the stocking stuffer, get all the little candies and tangerine and hey, Kenneth, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. We're talking just about Christmas. What's your favorite movie from Christmas or any kind of Christmas traditions? I don't know. We're just having a little discussion here tonight. Getting in the holiday spirit, I guess. Because tomorrow, well, later today we're going to be I'm going to put my Christmas lights video up. So that you'll be seeing that later. Oh yeah, I found the chocolate coal, the Santa's coal. There's a little chocolate wrapped up in black paper, and they look like little pieces of coal. So it's like for the naughty kids. And yeah, the chocolate coins. They also had the Christmas orange. Those are kind of cool. Where you take it, you freeze it, and then you smack it on the table, and all the pieces break open. They're like orange slices, but they're made out of chocolate. Okay. You know, I did that one time. Oh my God. For years and years and years, I gave my sister such a bad time. I played a joke. I got her a gag gift for like about 5 years running. I just gave her a bad time, I'll tell you. Because she was really bad with directions. And this was way back in like the 70s, before the GPS, before all the things like that. And she could never figure out the directions. And so for like 5 years running, I got her a compass every year. And I said, here you go. You could find your way with this compass. And I got her all kinds of different ones. Pocket compass. Compass was in a ruler. Uh, that's okay. So yeah, I got her that every year. I'd give her a different compass, and she didn't know how to use it. She always gave me a bad time. And one year we got her, told her, put a note on there and said to go look in the closet, and there was a bag full of like 24 bottles of different shampoo and conditioner. So it was one a month of shampoo and conditioner. So she had a year's supply of shampoo and conditioner for her hair. Yeah, well, like I said, it was the gag gift. And so yeah, we got her that, and one time I gave her probably about a 5 pound box of chocolate. I got a big box, and I filled it up with like all the different chocolates in the bags, like the chocolate Santas, Hershey Kisses, Snicker bars, all that stuff. I just filled the whole box up, and it did weigh probably about 5 pounds, 6 pounds. I think I got like every kind of chocolate they had. Kit Kats, Hershey bars, peanut butter cups, all that stuff. I just poured them all in there. Yeah, but she had a whole bunch of chocolate, and it was like forever. Big box she kept under her bed. It was like, big giant box. Actually, I was in the store today. I found it was a 2 pound Kit Kat bar, and it wasn't a full Kit Kat bar. It was in um, cardboard, and then inside they had 2 pounds of Kit Kat, the little mini Kit Kat bars. I thought it was actually a big 2 pound one, but they don't have that. They had the one Hershey's had I believe it was a 2 pound bar, one big bar. And I've seen the Snickers, and they had like the yard of Twix and a yard of Snickers, and comes in a big box. And they had Lifesavers, a giant Tootsie Roll. Yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of fun though when I was little. All the old classic toys and stuff that I've actually started seeing in the stores now. I had the Rock'em Sock'em robots. I had I think I got a Toss Across one year, and Rubik's Cube. I got that. Yeah, don't want to bounce on the bed. You go flying off. You could actually get hurt. That happened a lot. Gotta be careful jumping on those beds, I'll tell you. Next thing you know, you go flying across the room. They had like all the trendy toys back then. My sister got a Cabbage Patch doll one year. I remember that. She had a Light Bright. What else did she have? Easy Bake Oven. I had the Shrinky Dink Maker. Yeah. Well, you know, kids will be kids. They like to jump on the bed. They like to, you know, play around, horse around. Kids will be kids. I mean, that many time that happened. Go out and try out your new Christmas present. Did you play Trick on her? I don't know. I played some April Fool's jokes on my sister one year. She didn't think it was very fun. Mm-hmm. One year I short sheeted her bed. She couldn't get in her bed. It's kind of funny. So I short sheeted her bed. I did get her some gag gifts. I used to wrap her presents so it was different, misleading. One year I got her a cassette tape, and I put pennies in the box. They'd shake up. Ow. That would hurt. I had my share of, little mishaps. I fell off the roof one time. Didn't break anything. I fell out of a tree when I was about, I don't know, about 10. Good 10-foot drop. I fell right onto a brick that was underneath it. I didn't get hurt. Got up and walked away. So yeah, we used to do stuff like that. When we were little kids, we thought we could, do whatever, and never got hurt and walked away from it. But now, yeah, sometimes that happened. There were a lot of kids in my school, and they were always breaking their arm or breaking their leg, or they were kind of accident prone. Okay, a blue bunny. You'd be a blue bunny, huh? Until you turn blue, yeah. But yeah, it was kind of fun when I was younger. Now things are a little more complicated. Not so simple. I don't know. I remember one year I had to stay up and put my sister's, it was a Holly Hobby cardboard house together. And it was like you had to put it all together, and it took all day. Well, that's good. A little more stable. One year I had a paper route that I had to go and do the paper delivery on Christmas. Yeah, it does. Once you get to be a teenager, man, you don't listen to anybody. That's just how kids are. I think once you hit 12, that's when you decide, I'm going to be 13. I'm going to do as I please. And, no one could tell me any different. So, yeah. That's how it is. And I think more so with the girls. They like to be a little rebellious. Because dads don't usually discipline the boys. They just let them do what they want to do. At least that's what I've seen. Hey, Hardens. How's it going? So we're Hardens, we're just going over Christmas stuff, like Christmas memories. What's your favorite Christmas movie? And I don't know, sharing Christmas stuff. I'm kind of in the Christmas mood today, I guess. Mhm. Christmas Story is a good one. You'll shoot your eye out. My favorite one is Year Without a Santa Claus. That one's my favorite. But I did like Christmas Story, Jingle All the Way, Elf, Frosty the Snowman, Um, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. All those kind of same genre. Some of the newer ones are okay. Oh, I want to say White Christmas, but maybe that's not it. I can't think of what that one. I know what one you're talking about. Shirley Temple, Christmas one. Miracle on 34th Street. That's what I was saying. Wonderful Life. All the real old classic ones. True. Yeah, you got to be careful around the holidays. Things can happen. But yeah, I watched the one, the Charlie Brown Christmas special. Yeah, maybe that was it. Miracle on 34th Street. Um, what's that other one? Yes, Virginia, There Is a Santa Claus. Um, Wonderful Life. Um, yeah, I think it was Miracle on 34th Street where she pulls on his beard. I think that was it. And didn't they colorize that one lately? Oh yeah, every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. I was doing a review on these earlier. I'm having these. They're hot cocoa and marshmallow donuts. That is true. Some of the ones need to stay black and white. They did that with the Lucy Christmas specials. They made them in color. Donut, yeah. Get a glare from that one. Change. Yeah, the ones that, you know, they put them in color and the color's kind of off. They're a lot more orange and a lot more red. And it's not quite the same feel to it. So, eh. But, yeah, I like the old classic cartoon movies. Really. I know that Turner did a lot of that colorizing. He wanted to make everything in color, more vibrant. I didn't like when they did that. Leave them black and white. Wonderful Life, Miracle on 34th Street, a couple other ones. If you put them in color, they're not the same. But yeah, I like the Jingle All the Way. Frosty the Snowman. Nightmare Before Christmas was a good one. Yeah. And then there's Charlie Brown Christmas special. That's always, they kind of got the same, some newer ones that aren't quite as good. Elf on a Shelf. They made one of Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. They actually made a cartoon of that based on the song. And hey, Kaylee, how's it going? We are talking Christmas tonight. So, what is your favorite Christmas movie? Yeah, Great Pumpkin. Actually, you know what? I watched something on YouTube and it was the Charlie Brown Christmas Special, and apparently they've remastered it and they've cleaned it up and they added different scenes to it somewhere along the line, and they were doing a side-by-side comparison. Oh, Frosty the Snowman? Or they had the other one, was it Jack Frost? No, they didn't ruin it. They just made little tweaks to it here and there. They cleaned up the artwork and made a little more vibrant colors, and then they put like little bit extra scenes, or like some of them when they would show the scene where they were all dancing, they'd just do a close-up on some. They didn't really change it. It was actually kind of an improvement. And they made a little more smoother transitions. Yeah, and I mean, hey, go Donnie. Yeah, they made it a little bit nicer. They cleaned up, how the old artwork was kind of dull and faded and had like scratches and stuff in there. They kind of did a cleanup on it, which actually it didn't detract from the movie at all. So it was just a little bit better. And it was very subtle tweaks. I mean, nothing too outrageous. Like, a little bit better. Because originally I found out, it was actually sponsored by Coca-Cola. And they had a Coca-Cola ad in the actual thing where one of the signs said Coca-Cola. And they kind of took that part of it out. But yeah, Charlie Brown, one of the classics. Usually that and The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Elf was a good one. Oh yeah, Santa Killer ones, yeah. Yeah, I didn't get into that. Never into the horror things. But some people like that. I don't know. What else? Yeah, I know the kids, the Santa slasher films, and then there's just the really bad ones out there. I don't remember some of the ones I saw. Are they what? Nightmare Before Christmas. That's another classic. Yeah, Friday the 13th. I didn't do anything. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't have bad luck. So yeah, I always kind of never got into the horror flicks. Well, some people like them, and I just thought they were a little corny and it was a little far fetched, and it didn't really scare me. I don't know. Never really scared me too much. I just, I don't know. I always would yell at the I would always yell at the people, "You guys are stupid." you know, like when the guy's down there, they go out there and check it out to see if he's dead, and then he wakes up and, grabs him or whatever. It's like, leave him alone. Just let him be there. Get out. It's like the old Eddie Murphy bit where about the poltergeist. He says the ghost told him to get out of the house. That'd be a clue for you to get out. Went into the bathroom and there's blood in the toilet, and hear the ghost say, "Get out." I get out. But no, they want to stay. Well, not only that, but how could the serial killer who is walking catch up to the person that's running away? All they're doing is walking, and the other person's running away. But yet they get in front of them somehow. So I don't know. Yeah, I know. They're just walking slow, and the other person's running, but then they trip or whatever. The biggest one that was always that I always kind of I kind of wondered about the original Halloween. Okay, with Jamie Lee Curtis. She was in the psycho ward. Okay, she got out. She got out. She went to her car. She couldn't get her car started. I think the tires were slashed. Whatever. She's out. She's outside of the place. She can't get her car started. Oh, okay. Well, she can't get her car started, and what does she do? She goes back into the hospital. Why did she go back into the hospital? I'd run down the street. Hey, listen, well, yeah, I would have gone down the street. I would have called a cab or something, you know. But she can't get her car started. Yeah, she's in the hospital. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. But she goes back into the hospital where Michael Myers is. So makes zero sense. If you're out, you just can't get the car started, leave. Run down the street. Catch a cab. I don't know. Like I said, I was yelling at them there. You guys are stupid. You know, get out. Yeah, that's why I never really could get into the whole horror flick and all that stuff because it wasn't realistic to me, you know. And some of them got like extremely weird. Yeah, or like the one was what was it? One of the Friday the 13ths where he was what was it? Jason in space. It's like okay, wait a minute. Mm-mm. Oh, we're talking about the original Halloween. One of the original Halloweens. Yeah. And she got out of the hospital and then she went back in because she couldn't get her car started. Made no sense. I would have ran away. But yeah, she goes back into the mental hospital where the killer is. Well, yeah, it's one of the classics. If you're not into the horror, I'm not really into it as well. Yeah, but you know, come on. I was actually watching one the other day that was kind of like it's kind of like a horror one. Okay, yeah, regular one. I watched the first Species movie, and that was such bad acting. And there they got the killer alien, you know, that's evolving and trying to go after all the people, and it's like, okay. The first one, think I saw the second and the third one. They weren't as good, but the first one, the acting was so cheesy and they were completely clueless. You know, got this girl with an alien inside of her, and you know, she was. Mm-hmm. No, I didn't see that one. Like I said, I'm not really into the horror as much. I mean, I saw the classics, you know, Friday the 13th, um, Halloween. Yeah, the second and the third ones just weren't quite the same. And then I was watching, what was I watching the other day too? I was watching Death Wish, one with Charles Bronson. The first one was good. The second, third, and fourth ones were horrible. Got a little bit too intense. And Yeah, they're very corny. I mean, when he got to the end and he took out a guy with a rocket launcher, I'm like, okay, no more of these. Yeah, it's one of those classics that, you know, they're so over the top. Okay, yeah. Another one that's really good, and I was back to these ones back in the 80s. They were having the ninja craze, you know? I don't know if you guys were into that. I seem to be like into the whole ninja craze. They had Enter the Ninja. That was one of my favorite. That was a good one. It was one of those corny ones too. I mean, it was like really bad acting and it was all dubbed over. I don't know. But yeah, Enter the Ninja, that was one of my. Then they had Revenge of the Ninja and Ninja 3 The Domination. That one was crazy. She gets possessed by a video game. Oh yes, American Ninja too. American Ninja 3, American Ninja 4. Those were bad too. And if you really want one that's really bad and really cheesy, okay, here's one. Jim Cotta. Remember that one? Jim Cotta with the gymnast. It was like um, gymnastics and karate. It's like, okay. Jim Cotta. What was the other one? Oh, there were a couple other ones. Wow. Kind of along the same time. Blind Fury, the guy with the sword that was blind. Yeah. What was the other one? There's another one I was thinking around the same time. Michael Dudikoff. Yeah, it was Jeff Speakman. Jeff Speakman was Jim Cotta, a gymnast. Yeah, I'm trying to think. The other one that's actually was pretty good was is a later one. What was it called? Oh, there was two movies with the same name. One of them was called I'll think of it in a minute. The Hunted. No, The Hunted. The first one had Christopher Lambert, and he was on the bullet train, and it was a samurai versus the ninja. Then they had another one, The Hunted, and I think it had the other guy, Tommy Lee Jones in it. And what's the other guy? The guy that I'm thinking of. I'm drawing a blank on his name now. Ray Liotta. Ray Liotta was in another one called The Hunted, and they were like in a forest and all that stuff. But yeah, if you want to see the original one, The Hunted, Christopher Lambert, and they're like they're on a train, and the ninja's out to kill everybody, and Christopher Lambert turns into a samurai. So yeah, that's kind of good. There was a bunch of weird ones back then too. Oh. Another good one, if you want to watch it, was yeah, that's my favorite. That's my favorite movie, Highlander. The first version, not any of the other ones, not any of the remakes, not any of the all that stuff. I mean, the series was okay. Yeah, my favorite one is Highlander, the first version. But Christopher Lambert was in quite a few movies too that were actually pretty good. He was kind of in some of the other ones you don't really know about or you hadn't really heard about. Oh, okay. That's something different then. There was a show on that was kind of like Highlander. It was on back in I think the 90s, and it was only a brief time, and it was called The Immortal, and it had Lorenzo Lamas, and he was like a demon hunter. He would chase after demons with this sword and send them back. I think it was only on for a real brief time. Yeah, it was kind of one of those obscure kind of series. Didn't last long. They had a bunch of other ones too, like what was the one? Conan the series. They had Sinbad. They had Flash Gordon. A bunch of other ones. They didn't last long. They were like TNT made for TV series. Yeah, it did. Yeah, they kind of threw those in. Yeah, Friday the 13th, the series. They did a couple other ones. And usually they were like on the cable channels, and it's like, wait a minute, why are you putting this into a series? Bates Motel, yeah, Bates Motel. Try to think some of the other ones. Um, Real short-lived thing. They also had one was they made Weird Science. They made it a series. It didn't have the original people in it. Those were all kind of corny teen ones. Yeah, I don't know. They never really explained that kind of stuff. There were a lot of series and stuff that I used to watch. I never watched that one, but yeah, they turned like the books into it. Actually, you know what I was watching the other day, and it was so bad I had to stop watching it. I guess they had a Nancy Drew movie. They used to have the Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys. They made a Nancy Drew one. Yeah, that was so bad and it was like stupid. It was a modern day version of Nancy Drew. But I remember the Hardy Boys with Sean Cassidy, Parker Stevenson. Yeah, yeah. I couldn't watch more than 10 minutes of it. It was so stupid. Yeah, and then they had Dark Shadows. Maybe that's the one you're thinking of. I think they made a movie of that remake. Kung Fu, yes. Hey, Paul. When you can snatch the pebble from my hand, you will be ready, grasshopper. Huh. We can walk without fear of rhino or tiger. He put his hands on the big uh, cauldron with the hot coals in it. Put the tattoos on his arm. Yeah, that one was actually pretty good. Kung Fu, all those old like 70s kind of quirky shows like Kung Fu, Dukes of Hazzard, all those old ones. They used to have on one channel we had was 44. Yeah, kind of. I don't think I saw that whole thing. I might have saw one of the movies. I don't know. You know, the other one that's good, I don't know if you ever saw it, was called, you want to see a good one that's kind of a mix of everything else, was The Last Dragon. That's a good one. That's one of my favorite ones too. I don't know why. Kind of quirky, silly. Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. No, no, no. That was Dragon Heart. Dragon Heart was with the dragon. But yeah, The Last Dragon was Bruce Leroy. And sure enough, yeah, sure enough, that's a good one. Because it was back in the El DeBarge did the soundtrack. Classic fight scene at the end of that one. Or he was the master. He had the glow and they had the kung fu fights and that was good. And it's one of those, silly, corny ones. You have to watch it at least once or 50 times. I don't know. Yeah. Well, this had to been like 82, maybe 83, something like that. Yeah, Drunken Master. I don't think I've seen that one. All the Jackie Chan. Yeah, I remember I watched some of the original ones that Jackie had. What was the one? One of his first ones. I actually saw that one in the theaters. It wasn't Crouching Tiger. He did the one was oh well. I'm trying to think some of the very first ones. Um, Rumble in the Bronx. That was one. It was like one of his first movies. Yeah, he had a bunch of them. And then I was watching something about the worst superhero movies of all time. Okay. And it was like they had one, it was the number one worst one was Condor Man. Yeah, Condor Man. Guy's a giant bird man. And that was, I think it was from the 70s. And also kind of like the old Condor Man. Yeah, look it up. Guy's got a giant bird suit. And he had the Condor Mobile. It was a Condor Mobile. It was so bad. It was the biggest flop. One of the biggest flops they ever had. It was a Disney movie. Yeah, look it up. You'll see they had clips from it. I don't even know if it's out there. You can watch it if you want to, but probably won't get more than 10 minutes into it. That was back, when Disney would have the movies in the theater. And they were like the stories. I used to watch some of those old ones. Pete's Dragon, yeah, the original one. They redid it later. But they used to have like the kind of the stories, like what was the one? Some of the ones that were good were Scavenger Hunt. That's a good one if you ever see that. That was a classic. It had a lot of people in it. And yeah, Pete's Dragon, yeah, Scavenger Hunt. Then there was one called the North Avenue Irregulars. And remember the original Escape from Witch Mountain? Hey, Hawkeye. Happy Christmas. Yes, that's right. You guys say happy. Oh, there was another one called Gus. Yeah, I had other hats too. I had my other Santa hat. I was just changing. I got a real Santa hat, Santa cowboy. So yeah. Yeah, Kim Fields. Or Kim, was it Kim Field? No, it wasn't Kim Fields, it was Kim Richards. That's who it was. Kim Richards played the girl. She also played in Hello Larry. That was on for a minute with McLean Stevenson, but yeah, they had the Escape from Witch Mountain and Return to Witch Mountain. That was like long time ago. Then they had the one with the Rock, Race to Witch Mountain, and that sucked. Oh, okay, yeah, she was in Twins. I forgot about that. But yeah, the one with the Rock sucked. Really? She wasn't in that one. Kim Richard wasn't in Wings. That was Crystal Bernard. Or are you thinking about that other Crystal Bernard was in that one. She was in Wings and um and John Ritter's wife, Amy Yazbek, was in Wings too. She played her sister. So yeah, all those old Disney ones were kind of fun. What was the other one? They had a whole bunch of. One was called Gus. It was with the donkey that played football. Apple Dumpling Gang. Wow, what was the other one? Nutty Professor, the original one. Yeah, Flubber was another one. The original Flubber. They redid it with Robin Williams, but what else? A bunch of ones I used to watch when I was a little kid. Okay, yeah, I kind of remember that one. Clockwork Orange. Um, and they had what was that one? The Warriors. That was kind of like freaky. Escape from New York, original one with Snake Plissken. Remember that one? Kurt Russell. I just watched that one the other day too. The um, what was it? God, I had it for a minute there. Big Trouble in Little China. Big Trouble in Little China. That one's a good one. They did. That's what I heard because it was like, I guess it was racist or whatever. They didn't like that, so they kind of glossed that one over. Yeah, she had the green eyes and the weird people were Yeah, the fight. Yeah, that was back when she was like, I think that probably was one of her first movies. Mannequin, yeah. And then Mannequin 2 was kind of stupid. Weekend at Bernie's was kind of along that one. Mannequin, yeah. She was in the first one. Mannequin, and then Mannequin 2, Man on the Move. Yeah, I know all these, man. Yeah, Fantasia, that was a good one, you know. And if you saw the new one is called The Sorcerer's Apprentice, was kind of like that one. Yeah, they had that other chick, oh God, what was her name? I'll think of it in a minute. I just watched that one again. Um, Another blonde. She was like a model or a Miss America or something. I can't think of her name right now. Yeah. But yeah, they did The Sorcerer's Apprentice was a newer one, and the kid was like learning from what's his name that hey outlaws. Um they were Ziggy went down, but they were both here. I'll show you. Okay, there. And Ziggy was on the second shelf, but he left. So there you go. We're talking about our favorite movies or Christmas movies or movies from the past. Yeah, Taz is up there right now. Ziggy went off in the other room. And you might, oh, Outlaws. Later, if you want to check it out, I did a review. I just put it up tonight. I did a review on this one, this Canada Dry Blackberry Ginger Ale. No, it's okay. You might want to check it out. There's a little bit of something in there that you'll probably like. Well, yeah, but we're talking about just, I guess, past movies. Yeah, so if you go and watch it about halfway through, there's a little bit of the bubbly. Threw that in there. A little bit of the bubbly. Oh, yeah, $1 Million Duck. I remember that. I actually put Jericho in there. I put Jericho in there. There's a part, I even put Jericho in the video. Christy Swanson, that's it. Yeah, that's who it was. Wasn't she Buffy? Yeah, different kind of. I didn't get to watch them yet. I was actually about halfway through Raw. I didn't get through half of that. I kept getting sidetracked on things. So, but yeah, Christy Swanson. Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah, I did. I saw that part. He came out of the van and was with the AOP and all that. No, I didn't. Yeah, she was in the original Buffy movie. Christy Swanson. Yeah, that was a while ago. Oh, I know another one that was actually kind of funny. Yeah, I did go live. I went for a little while last night. Yeah, Supergirl. Yeah, what was it? Helen Slater was Supergirl too. She was in that other one, Secret of My Success. That was the other one I'm thinking of. Michael J. Fox. Yeah, I went live last night for a little bit. Was doing a Family Feud. Yeah. Yeah, Secret of My Success was when he pretends to be an executive and he creates a guy and he ends up getting with his aunt. Found out it was like his aunt. And then she makes him be the executive and takes over the company. That was kind of like a silly one. But those were like the classic ones from back then. And they always had like a song or a soundtrack in them. What was the other one? My Science Project, Weird Science, IQ, Zapped. I'm thinking Revenge of the Nerds. I'm thinking all those old, teen movies along the same lines. All kind of the same time. All the teen stars. Of course, then there's classic, Back to the Future. All those old ones. Zapped. Then they had Zapped 2. Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf 2. Yeah, Zap 2 didn't have the same people in it. It was kind of cheesy. Yeah, Back to the Future. Another one that's good if you can find it. I think I actually have a DVD of it. If you want to see something, a little bit I don't know, adult mature audience. There's one called, had it been from like the late 70s. It was called HOTS. HOTS. And it had Danny Bonaducci in it. Yeah, so if you want to check that out one time. That's another fun one. Yeah. Uh, I don't want to get too much into it, but it's about a college sorority and all the people, and the two sorority girls are going at each other, and the end comes down to a strip football game of the girls. So so there you go. Fast Times at Ridgemont. Yeah, that's another one of my favorite ones. Fast Times at Ridgemont High were all the old lines of Jess Spicoli. That's one of my favorite ones. Yeah. Had to been that one. Still watch that every time it's on. Although, yeah. Yep. Then they had some of the Phoebe Cates. Yes, Animal House. That's another good one. Animal House was classic. John Belushi, all the stuff in that one. Then they had, what was the one with Tom Cruise, Last American Virgin. And then Porky's, Porky's 2, Porky's 3. Those kind of teen movies. Then they had some offshoot ones that were like crazy. One was called Joysticks. It's about video games. People playing video games. Yeah. Well, that was, back in the old days. Risky Business, All the Right Moves, all his kind of movies from his teen years. Private School was another one. Private School had Phoebe Cates in it, or Phoebe Cates, whatever you call it. She was in that one. Yes, Neighbors. That was a good one. They remade that one later, but yeah, the original one with Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi. Neighbors, and then he did a bunch of other ones. He did 1942, and he did Continental Divide. Of course, then there's the Blues Brothers, another one of my favorite ones. Blues Brothers. But yeah, he only did a few. That's too bad that he wasn't around to do a little bit more. But his brother still does stuff now and then, so he's kind of funny. Oh yeah, that's right. Gremlins and Gremlins 2. Yeah, I forgot that she was in there. She was, and another one. If you want to see it, she actually had a music career. She had a music career, and she did one was called Paradise. It's kind of like a Blue Lagoon kind of thing. So if you want to check that one out, it's actually on YouTube. I think I've seen it out there. She was on a deserted island. Yeah, she sang she had an album, had about 5 or 6 songs. You could still find them out there. One of them was Paradise. It was for the movie and all that stuff. Yeah, actually I would. Yeah, see, I still got it. I still got the case. But yeah, I had to throw Jericho in there with a little bit of the bubbly. I thought you'd get a kick out of that one. But yeah, a little bit of bubbly. I don't know. Hopefully I won't get in trouble for that. It was only like 5 seconds. I don't think it'll be a problem. And I did promote his website. Oh, well, the other thing is I've been watching. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, it's just a shout out to his website, so I don't think it's no big deal. Another one that was good was I've been watching lately, speaking of hot women, was Buck Rogers from the 25th Century. And that had 2 hot ones in it back in the day. Yeah, Farrah Fawcett was good. No, but Buck Rogers had Aaron Gray and Pamela Hemsley. She was on that other one. Hunt was it Hunter? Well, those two. Yeah, I don't know. Back when I was like what 15, probably back when it was out. Yeah, I thought they were kind of hot. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, Hunter. She was in another one then. Yeah, it'll probably take a while to get your bubbly on back order. Yeah, who is it? She was in Matt Houston. That was what she was in. Pamela Hensley was in Matt Houston. That was kind of along the same time. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, they used to have all those ones back in the series, back in the um, another one that was good was uh, oh really? Yeah, I heard something about that Amazon was like backlogged. You know, another good one was she was in a bunch of stuff. She was in Vegas on that one, Audrey Landers or Judy Landers. Yeah, Judy Landers, and then her sister Audrey Landers. She was in that one. It was, but you know, that was back in the 70s. 70, that was 78, 79, way back when. Battlestar Galactica, it was kind of along the same lines back then. They don't make them like that anymore. And the Knight Rider and all those old ones. They kind of don't make those corny things anymore. Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, Kung Fu is one of the ones. Yeah, some of the Batman. I kind of like that Julie Newmar when she was Catwoman, the original one. Then they had the other ones. Oh, I want to think of that one. Um, hmm. Was it a sci-fi show or a sitcom? Oh, Battlestar Galactica. I didn't know they had a robot that did tape. Hmm. Trying to think what one. Okay, yeah, I don't remember them doing that, but I know it was. Yeah, that might have been something else. Um, but yeah, Battlestar Galactica, Babylon 5, uh, Stargate. What else? Another couple ones that were like the sci-fi. Yeah, back in the 60s, yeah, she was hot. I'm trying to think. Robot that spit out paper. I don't know. I have to think on that one. Maybe it was Get Smart. I don't know. Maybe not. Get Smart. He had a couple other ones. Oh yes, Galactica 1980. I was just watching about that, about why they made that and brought that back. Oh, well, was that well, that was in Battlestar Galactica, Luke. The little dude with the light head, the cone head looking guy. I don't know that he spit paper out. Is it can't remember the name. I want to say it was Locutus. It was something like that. Lucifer. That was it. Yeah, the Lucifer, I believe, was the one, the guy with the light cone head and Baltar. Yeah, I was watching about that Galactica 1980 and how when they brought it back, they had no budget, so they didn't even show the spaceships, and it was all recycled. It was all recycled footage, and they didn't even get the original people in it, and it was all about that Galactica came to Earth, and they had the flying motorcycles and the all that crazy stuff. It didn't last. He said it was so bad because they had like no budget. And they totally changed everything. Dama had a beard. Wow. Then they did the reboot later on, the newer version of the Battlestar Galactica and all the mini series and the special TV movies. I never got into that one. I'm trying to think. The other one that I wish they would have, I wish that they would have kept, because they brought it back, was originally there was one in like the 80s. It was V. Remember the V, the lizard people? And then they brought it back somewhere in like 2010 or something like that. They brought it back and it was V. Was a newer one. Yeah, that's true. But then they brought the original people back and then they canceled it. And it was just getting good. Yeah, it was. And then the remake actually was kind of good. They kind of took a little bit of time to get a direction, and then when it just started getting really good, they got canceled. They spent too much time trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, it's kind of like that though. I'm waiting for the new season, well, the new show. It's only on available on CBS All Access. It's going to be Picard. He's gotten his own he's getting his own series. Yeah, V the series, and then yeah, V the, it was just V, and I think it was a V the series. I think that was like the second one. Yeah, I don't know too much about Dark Angel, but yeah, I saw Picard is going to be a new one, and then also got Star Trek Discovery, but it's only available on All Access. You have to buy a subscription to that one. So yeah, they're going to get into that. And if you have Disney, they've got, I've been hearing all about this Mandalorian, the Star Wars thing with the Boba Fett. It's kind of the new hot thing. And I don't have it, so I don't know. But yeah, I liked all the old sci-fi, all those sci-fi ones. they kind of tried. They didn't. Yeah, I didn't even see about that. I watched the first one and it was kind of eh. And then I heard there's a second one, and I'm like, no, I don't think so. They can't fix something that wasn't very good to begin with. And yeah, I watched it, but I kind of fell asleep through it. You know, one was actually yes, I did, Paul. I saw Red Dwarf. I've seen it many times. I actually met two of the people from Red Dwarf. I got their autographs, so I got to hang out with them. So yes, that was one of my classic ones. It was, and it started way back in the 80s. And then, now it's started going on to the internet. They came out with the new ones. But yeah, I got to meet the cat and Lister in person. That's what it would have been back in like 87, I think, when I got to meet them. Yeah, because it was a dinner meet and greet kind of thing, and it was because someone donated to one of the PBS stations, and as a thank you gift, they gave you tickets to a dinner it was at the Fairmont Hotel, and they were there, and you got to hang out with them and meet them and have dinner with them. And this was back, like I said, in 88, and they didn't have video cameras. They didn't have, I didn't bring a camera, so I didn't get a picture. I just got an autograph with them. I got to hang out with them. But yeah, Red Dwarf was really seriously underrated show. That was funny. It's kind of ahead of its time. Sci-fi comedy, British. So yeah, that was yeah, because I went back in 82. 82, I went to one of my first Star Trek conventions. Okay. That's how big a nerd I was. And I wore a Red Dwarf shirt to a Star Trek convention. And all the Red Dwarf nerds were trying to get me to join their club or whatever it was. Yeah. They used to have bulletin boards back then before the internet. And they had, a Red Dwarf bulletin board. Yeah, you did. And everybody was all into the stuff. I used to have it. I wish I still kept it. I had in my room. My room was when I was younger. It was like total nerd fest. I had the blueprints to the Enterprise up on my wall. I had the models hanging from my ceiling, and what else did I have? Black lights. I had the fluorescent posters that were set off with those. I had Star Trek posters. I had like 3D art. I was like the total nerd. I had a Commodore 64 that I dialed into the AOL through before the internet. Yeah, it was back then. It's kind of the big thing. Yeah, Star Trek, Star Wars. It was like, and then there was a classic debate. Who was better? Was it better Star Trek or was it better Star Wars? Who was more powerful? Who could win in a fight? Was it Darth Vader or was it back in the time it was Captain Kirk? You know, because they didn't have Star Trek: The Next Gen back then. It's like Darth Vader or Captain Kirk, who would win? They are, but that was like the whole thing. It was kind of fun back then too, because like people would come in costume. This was before the cosplay. People would come up dressed up like the Klingons and dressed up like they had one that was a little kid who was dressed like a Tribble. Had the little fuzzy hat. But yeah, that was like the thing. And I actually got to I wish I would have had it, because it probably would have been worth it. I had two pictures that I got autographed when I went to the convention, and one of them was John Delancey, played Q, and the other one I got two autographs from him. I wish I could find the pictures. Yeah. Wish I could find the pictures, because I had them autographed by Rene Auberjonois, I think that's how you say his name, and he just recently passed away. So I met him at a convention, and I had his autographs. So I wish I could have had. Wish I could find those photos, because I had them framed too. I had one. Yeah, I had one. It was a Star Trek cast, and it had both John Delancey and Renee's autograph on the one picture, and then I had one that was his autograph on another picture. Because I went to two different conventions, and he was there both times. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, he recently just passed away like last week. Yeah, there was actually 3 people from Star Trek passed away. That's kind of sad. 2 of them were from the original one. Oh yeah? Hey, there you go. And I had a book that was autographed directly to me from William Shatner, but that got lost in the shuffle somewhere. Friend had me, was at some convention that she was a host, registration host. And this was probably like 20 years ago. And she was able to get me a autographed copy of his book, and it was directly written out to me. I wish I would have hung on to that, because now he charges for signatures. Don't have it. I don't. It got lost in the shuffle. That's okay. But yeah, I wish I would have hung on to that. That's one of the ones I wish I would have hung on to, if anything. That was kind of like I don't know, it wasn't really my pride and joy, but it was like cool. But yeah, that's back in the old days when the conventions used to be, you go to a convention. Yeah. I go to a convention, and then you would you just be there, and then the person would eventually get to autograph. Now, from what I heard, I haven't been to a convention in like 20 years, but you have to pay to get in to the convention, and then you have to pay to get an autograph from each of the people that are there. You have to pay like another $15, another $10. It depends on whoever it is. And then you have to stand in line to get your autograph from that particular person. And then chances are, if you pay like a general admission, you might not get your autograph, because what they do is they have a thing called a preferred pass or whatever, and you pay like extra money, and then you get to go to the front of the line. Oh yeah, the original one, that was the Michael Myers mask, was actually William Shatner. Yeah, but that's what I've heard, is that yeah, you have to buy like a preferred, or they call it like a golden circle, or a preferred VIP pass, and then you get to the front of the line, because sometimes they don't stay there all that long. It's like totally different from what I went to. When we were there, people would, you'd wait for the people, and then you'd get your autograph, and then they'd leave. But that was actually back, when they didn't have a lot of people, these conventions and cons and all that stuff back then. It has changed a lot. And I think the admission was like a lot cheaper too. It was like $20 to get in. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I heard. That's why it would have been worth keeping that. They had like, yeah, that's what I heard. He charges like $75 for an autograph, $100. It might even be more now. And he doesn't even do autographs anymore. That's what was cool about this one, was she caught him like when he was in between registering and speaking, I guess. Oh, really? Bet he didn't like that, the mask. Yeah, I wished I could have met him. That would have been cool. Well, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, that's what happened with that's what happened with this one. I guess she was like the registration for him, and she gave him. I found the name tag. I have his name tag. He didn't sign it, but I have the name tag that he actually had at the convention. It was just a lanyard with William Shatner on it. I wish I had the book. And it was something about it. It was his book, and it was like the technology of Star Trek. And this was a while back, about how yeah. See, it thing was is it doesn't have anything tied to him. It didn't have his autograph on it. It's just a lanyard with his name on it that I guess that he wore. Hey, Jason. I wish they would have signed it, and I wish, I don't know, if it would have had his picture on it. It's just a printed up thing that says William Shatner. So, yeah, I mean, it's not, you couldn't really authenticate it. I mean, worth like, $5. But that's about it. Although maybe I could use the DNA and create a robot William Shatner. I don't know. Might have a hair follicle. From his Shatner 2000 toupee. Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, I don't know. Did you ever see that episode of Night Court? That was funny. The old show Night Court, and Bull won a prize, and he wanted to. Yeah, that's true. Um, yeah, Bull won a prize, and he wanted to pick something out, and it was like, you could get a TV, or you can get a stereo, or a car or something like that. And then, hey Jason, and he's like, what do you want to get? What did you win? And he's all like, you won a toupee, because Bull was bald. It's like, you won a toupee, and then he's all like, okay, what? Yeah, the big bald guy. He's like, what kind of toupee do you want? And then he's like, well, I want to get the best one out there. It's a Shatner 2000. And then he put the Shatner 2000 wig on, and all the women flocked around him because he had the Shatner hair. Yeah, there you go, Paul. Yeah, that was funny. Then he wouldn't take it off, and as soon as he did, he took it off, all the girls went away. Because he was like the Shatner 2000, picked up all the girls. That was funny. That was a good one for back in the day. Well, Night Court. Funny part was Data was on there. Hey, Nikki. How's it going? Okay, no problem. Yeah, Data was on there. It was his first role. Hey, Nikki, how's it going? Yeah, Stalker Nikki. Yeah, Data was he was the guy, and he had like a business that it was a hot dog business or something, and it got taken away by a tornado. He was kind of like the Southern hick. Yeah, Nikki's cool. Yeah, we just been talking about Nikki, if you're just coming in. We were just talking about, we were talking about Christmas movies, we were talking about TV shows, and started out talking about Christmas memories, but now we're kind of on a whole different topic. We shifted topics. We're talking about, like, what's your favorite Christmas movie? And because I was kind of in the Christmas mood. I got all my different Christmas hats today, too. So I got my Santa hat. Oh, okay, cool. Hope you picked it up. What did I eat today? I was having this earlier for a snack. Flamin' hot dill pickle chips. Yeah, see? There you go. There you go, Nikki. Shaking. Yeah, I got the other ones. I should have brought them out. I had the Rudolph nose. And I had the antlers. Oh, there you go. Yeah, see, I got this one a couple years back. It's got the belt and the buckle. But I got that one. And I got this one too the other day. Christmas time. So I found this at the Dollar Tree. Yeah, I also had a reindeer antlers and candy cane headbands. Yeah, this one, okay, now, right here. I got one more. This one is cool. And I had this one, I think I got all these from either the 99-cent store or the Dollar Tree. I can't remember which one. Yeah, this is Cowboy Santa hat. I had yeah, the antlers. I got a Frosty the Snowman hat too. Got that yesterday. Frosty the Snowman hat. Reindeer antlers. I had candy cane, Rudolph light up nose. With the Frosty the Snowman hat. I didn't bring it out, but I can go get it. Yeah, I might have to. I'll be back in like 2 seconds because I have to use the bathroom. I'll go get the other hats and I'll be right back. So don't go nowhere. I will be back, like Arnold says. Okay guys, I am back. I found my hats. So hang on. Okay. So I found my hats. I got this one. Hey Brandon. I got this one at Big Lots. You leaving, Nikki? Already? You didn't even get to see my hats. So yeah, this is my Frosty the Snowman hat. I got that one at Big Lots. I got that one. And let's see. Yep. I don't think I had it in here. Really? Oh, that's too bad. Here's the other one. My antlers. I found my antlers and my nose. And I had the candy cane ones. That's a frosty one, so yeah, here we go. I have this one that I got from Dollar Tree. It's candy cane headband. And then here's the one I had to get for this one because I had it last night. Okay, hang on. This one takes a little more prep. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Guys ready? There you go. Found that at the Dollar Tree. And I think that's where I got I think I got this one there too. Yeah, so. Yes, I am, like I said last night, I am Drewsfoodreviews the red-nosed reindeer. Yeah, there you go. Drewsfoodreviews the red-nosed reindeer. Okay. All right, Nikki, thanks for stopping by. And don't play any reindeer games next time. The only trouble with that is this thing's a little tight on my nose. So yeah, I got those. I found, like I said, I found a bunch of Santa related items. No problem. I was just having fun tonight. So yeah, I got all the Santa Claus hat stuff. Frosty the Snowman. They had an elf hat. They even had a sequenced Santa hat. So they had all kinds of crazy. You go into the Dollar Tree, Big Lots, 99-cent store. Yeah, well, I got a whole bunch of them. I got my pirate hat. I got my pimp hat. I got a bunch of things. And I was just doing the stuff for Christmas time. So, yeah, this one was kind of cool. This one was a little more, this was like $8, but it's worth it. Frosty. And then the reindeer nose was funny. It's like, okay, well, I don't think you can replace the batteries in that. I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, the Frosty hat's kind of cool. Then I got my other Santa pimp hat was cool. Found those at the grocery outlet, I think, maybe, I don't know. Well, I find them on Amazon. I find them on eBay. Some of them have been sent to me by other people. So, yeah. Yeah, those are fun. Those are the fun ones, the bunny hats, the burger hats. I got a pizza hat somewhere. The afro wigs. I got all kinds of them. I don't even know half of them. Yeah, I got the pizza hat, the burger hat, a taco hat. I've got a the poop hat. I've got the crab hat somewhere. Hey, 540. How's it going? So I got my pirate hat. I got all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah, and like I find them. Yeah. I like the bunny. I got a koala hat too, and I got a the chick hat. Yeah, I could. You know what this reminds me of? Did you guys see the movie Ready to Rumble? If you guys saw the movie Ready to Rumble, at the end where he was the manager, he kind of had the zoot suit and the hat. Sugar Shane, was it Sugar Shane or whatever? He was the manager, and he was for the Mountie, or what was it? No, the yikes. Well, make sure you take some medication and keep that fever down. It's no fun being sick. I know that. Hopefully your fever will break and you can take a Theraflu or I don't know, aspirin or whatever you can find, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes there's a lot of people are not doing too good right now. Okay, well, make sure you get some rest. Yeah, there we go. Kind of like this one. Yeah, get some rest. Hope you feel better. I don't like being sick either. Yeah, I need an eye patch for this one though. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, Santa Drew. Yeah, I don't know. Go. Yeah, get it straight. But yeah, I find them on eBay, Amazon, and some of them are only a couple dollars. Like I said, some of them have actually been sent to me by people. They're nice enough to send me hats and other stuff, and kind enough to donate. So there are people. All right, good night, Mickey, Nikki, Nikki. MICKEYMOUSE. Nicky Mouse. Nicky Mouse. Yeah, this one's good. Hey, it's Recycle Dude. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, I got some new hats today. The other day. So yeah, I got the pirate hat. I was showing off my Santa gear. Santa pimp hat. Santa Cowboy. Got that one. Frosty hat. Getting in the holiday spirit. And I got my candy cane headband. Candy canes. And I got my Santa hat. There we go, Santa hat. Santa hat here. Yeah, that's a top hat. I got another one. I got my Willy Wonka top hat too. I don't think you saw that. I don't know if Recycle Dude, if you saw this one from the other night. A little bit of the bubbly. There you go. I don't know. This one's kind of fun. Well, it's Drewsfoodreviews the red-nosed reindeer. Yeah. You could have a lot of fun at the Dollar Tree. Yeah. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, you could have a lot of fun at the Dollar Tree. They got all this stuff cheap. And I found that other one at Big Lots, and that's the only trouble with this nose thing. A little bit tight. But yeah. So yeah, had a little bit of fun with all my hats. Still got a bag. The other ones. I still got this one too. I have been wearing those for, actually I did a couple of reviews. I wore the Santa hats. And yeah, here we go. This one's just cool. Speaking of Christmas time, if you guys want, yeah, it's okay. At noon today, a couple hours, I don't know, noon my time, whatever it is your guys' time, I will be putting up my video of the Christmas lights that I went to go see. So you will stay tuned for that one. I was able to get down to the, okay, yeah, so noon time here, what is it? Yeah, three something. So yeah, a couple hours, like what? 3:38, same here. So noontime, my time, I'll be putting up my video. And I went down to the one guy, he does it every year, Deacon Dave's. I actually put one up last year. It's all the Christmas lights. I walk through the Christmas lights and show you all the displays. This year he had about 450,000 lights on display. That was kind of cool. And there's a lot of, the whole yard was all, decked out. And you can walk through it. It's a free thing. It's just a guy, he's actually a deacon at a church, and every year he puts up a light display. And all the people go in there, and it's right here in town. It's not, it's kind of fun. My favorite Christmas movie was Year Without a Santa Claus. Oh yeah, your ring light. Yeah, yeah. I still got it. I haven't been bringing it out because I didn't want to set it up, and I get a little bit of glare. I got to work on something with the glare. Yeah, Christmas Carol was okay, but like I said, Year Without Santa Claus was my favorite, and then like Elf, Christmas Vacation, um, Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Jingle All the Way, all the classic Christmas Story. And Home Alone, yes, that's the other one. Those are all the classic ones. You end up, you usually have to watch them. Every year they get on Charlie Brown Christmas, Grinch Who Stole Christmas, the cartoon, not the live action one. Yeah. Well, it has 3 settings, but I was getting a glare from it when I put it up on the thing. Yeah, they do that. So, TNT and TBS, I believe, put the Christmas Story on back to back to back. Actually, I saw something about it was tonight. They're having a Elf on about like 6 times. Yeah, it's got like 15 settings for the dimmer, but I think yeah, mine also came with a little remote control to do the picture, little video remote to turn on and off the camera. Yeah, I don't know. But for right now, I'm not using it right now. But maybe if I get into a different place where it's got a little bit less light. Oh, Bad Santa, that's the other one. I did see Christmas Story 2. It wasn't as good. And Bad Santa, and I think they actually had a Bad Santa 2. Believe it or not, I forgot about that one. They had a Christmas Story 2 as well. Yeah, that's what mine one was too. Yes, they had a Christmas Story 2, and it was with Larry the Cable Guy. Or no, it wasn't. It was Christmas Story 2 was with Eddie. I'm thinking the other one was Jingle All the Way 2. No, only Eddie is in Christmas Story 2. Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot about that. Very Brady Christmas. Yes, they had that too. Eddie, yeah, Eddie was the main thing in Christmas Story. Or no, Christmas Story 2. They had. I think it was. I don't remember. I think I saw it and it was like really bad. But yeah, whenever they do a sequel to some of these, it doesn't catch on. Not as good as the original. I like the whole thing with they had to go to the restaurant for Thanksgiving, or well, no, for Christmas dinner because the dogs ate the turkey, and they were trying to sing Christmas carols to them. Fa ra 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 ra. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Yeah, but that's what happened. They don't want to do them. Deck the halls with bowers of holly. Oh yeah, that's right. Santino was in that one too. Yeah, and he tried to find the bear that talked. I forget what the bear's name was, but yeah, because in the first one it was Turbo Man, and then he was trying to find the bear for his kid. And yeah, Santino was in that. I forgot. Did you ever see fa ra 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 jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way? Did you ever see the one Outlaws was with God, it was I don't remember the name of it, but it was with Miz and Paige. It was some kind of Christmas movie, and I can't remember the name of it now. Yeah, they chopped his head off, the neck off, and they were screaming over it. Oh, Santa's Little Helper. Okay, that was it. I actually saw that on what was it, USA or whatever, when it was on at the time, and it was like, I don't know. Do you ever see? There's another one. Maybe Outlaws. I don't know. Do you have this one? Santa with muscles. That's another one. I forgot about that one. Yeah, that was a good one. Oh yeah, Santa with muscles. Hulk Hogan. That's a classic. I think it was Jingle All the Way that had Big Show. I'm gonna deck your halls, bub. Yeah, I remember that one. Big Show was in it. Yeah, they always came up. Another one, if you want to check it out. No, I heard it was bad. Same with Suburban Commando. That was an awful one. The other one, if you want to see, that has some of the WWE stars in it for like 2 minutes. Hey, Jux. Hey, Drago. How's it going? No Holds Barred. Yeah, that was with Zeus. The other one you want to see is, yeah, I know everybody's been busy. It's okay. McGruber. You want to see McGruber? That's a good one. That had a bunch of people in it. They all got blown up. Had the Big Show, had Jericho, Mark Henry, Khali, MVP. Oh, sorry about that. Overdid a little bit. Yeah, but all those people were in there, and they got into a van, and they packed the explosive, and they blew up, and they all died. So they were in it for like 2 minutes. Yeah. And you could even go back in one of the episodes of Baywatch. Yeah, some people didn't like the Bad Santa. They thought it was a little too raunchy. They had a Bad Santa 2. I know that. I didn't see it though. Yeah, see, some of them I have, and they're not Blu-rays. They were before Blu-rays, so did like the old ones. Yeah, they were kind of bad. They were bad. It was even a little too far for, you know, an R rating. Oh yeah, the Nightmare Before Christmas. That one was okay. I'm trying to think the other ones. Some of the other ones. Yeah, some of the bargain bin ones. I have a couple of like I got a couple of the old DVDs, and they've got like 2 movies on them, or 3 movies on them, or 4 movies on them. Some of them. There's like 2 sides, 2 movies, multiple discs. They're in the bargain bin for like $1. Some of them, or they were like the made-for-TV movies. Yeah, they're like the low-quality ones because they were like, budget movies, and then they have like someone in there that's the old has-been actor, and it's kind of like a knockoff. It's not Steven Seagal, but it's a action thing with some old has-been actor in it. Yeah, I remember that. Yes, there is a Santa Claus. Oh wow, I'm trying to think all the other holiday movies. There's a whole bunch out there. Watch the Hallmark Channel. You'll see a bunch of cheesy movies out there. Really? Yeah, I don't know. I had one. It was like a multi-pack, and it was a bunch of like B movies and stuff like that. Can't even remember half of the ones. They were all like old cheesy movies. True. And the other thing is, what I've been hearing is they're supposed to be worth some money if you get the original Black Diamond version of Disney VHS movies, like Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty, Aladdin, some of those ones. But you have to get they have to be legit, and they have to be those Black Diamond labels, because they only had a certain amount of them. Some of them were worth a little bit of money. Yes, what that's it, but it has to be official, and you got to have the right thing. And some of them are like bogus copies of them, or they're not worth anything. Yeah. Well, thanks, Drago. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Hope you get some sleep. I know you're feeling. Okay, yeah. But thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the super chat. The other thing is, the thing is that they're not worth so much money now. Or, well, they are worth money, but they don't have VHS players anymore. So you can't watch them anyways, unless you find an old VHS player. I actually have one, but I haven't played a VHS in many years. And I don't think they make blank ones anymore. Okay, yeah. I have a DVD and a VHS player. You can buy them, but yeah, they don't make them anymore. They stopped making them. So yeah, you have to find ones out there that are still available, that are still working condition. And you'd have to find a blank VHS tapes because they don't make those anymore either. The last company that made the VHS tapes and players stopped going out. They went out of business a couple years back. So they don't make them anymore. So yeah, I don't know. Different times, I'll tell you that. The other thing they don't make anymore is floppy drives for your computer. Oh yeah, 78s. True, they did. And I had, way back in the day, I had the original top loader JVC video player. And it had the wired remote. It's like a huge thing. And you had to set each individual station with a little dial. Yeah, it was like huge. It was like, you know, this big. It had the top loader, the little wire remote. One of the first ones that came out. They did. They would eat your tapes because you had to push it down, and then the wire remote was only so long, so you had to, like, you couldn't be too far from the thing. You sat on the couch. You had to sit on the floor and watch it to do the remote. It had a plug. I remember that one. And I always hated that you had to set the recording limit, and you didn't. Later on, they had the screen that would say, you know, you started at like 5 o'clock and ended at 6 o'clock. But those ones didn't do it that way. You had to start it at 5 o'clock and you had to record for so many minutes. It had a switch. Record for 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes. It's like, how long is 2 hours? And you had to hope that you got everything on there. It didn't run overtime. No, Ian didn't go live today. I guess he canceled his live because he was at Disneyland last night, I guess. They were there late night, so I guess he didn't make it tonight. Yeah, my friend had one of the first Laserdisc players too. Those things were like huge. They were like, you know, that big. And they were expensive too. It was like about $50 a movie. They did. I remember my friend had one, and he had one of the original ones, and then he had like a home theater system. Okay, yeah, he had a home theater system set up, and it was like Dolby, and he had all the speakers hanging from the ceiling. He had them behind the couch, and he had a Laserdisc movie of T2. That thing rocked the whole house because he had the surround sound and the all that stuff. And that was on the original Laserdisc ones. Yeah. Yeah, they were expensive back then. Yeah, $100. And you only had so many. They only had like you said, maybe 100 or 200 movies total out of that one. And on that one, you had to flip them over if it was a long movie. You had to flip the disc over. I remember that. Yep. Yeah, it was an old time, man. And I know someone that had one of the original satellite dishes, not the DirecTV dish, the one that you actually had to move the dish to catch the signal. Yeah. You had to change the dish alignment to get a different satellite to get different channels. It took a long time. I remember that. I don't know. That might be pretty good. I don't know. Look on eBay and see what his signatures are going for. That might give you an idea of what you can get for his signature. And might be worth a little more if he, passes away. Yeah, see, like I said, I wish I would have had that Rene Auberjonois. He did? Christopher Lloyd? I don't think he passed away. No, I don't think he did. I think he's still around. Oh yeah, the Chewbacca. Or no, Darth Vader. Yeah, I think he's still around. He's getting up there though. Could be. I don't know. The other thing is you got to find the right buyer that would be willing to pay, premium money. Although I hear that a signed Outlaws hat goes for about $200. So, but watch somebody turn around and sell it for 500. It'll be worth money. Sell something he bought for 200, turn around and sell it for 5. Although I did give away a signed Drew's Food Reviews Burger King crown. I didn't auction it off. I sent it as a prize. Only one in existence. It was the Impossible Whopper Burger King crown. I got a new crown too. I went down to Burger King. I got the holidays Winter Wonderland Burger King crown. Got that the other day. Yep, they did. Apparently it's hanging up on their wall. I did. I got a free order of fries because I went and I got the Impossible Whopper meal. I had the Whopper, I had a drink, and I had a fries, and I won a free fries. Yeah, well, that's all that valuable, but yeah, I went and you can do the app and you can get the food for cheap. I got a $4 Impossible Whopper. You can get one for free. Buy one get one free. Uh, you can get a meal for two for like $8.99. Yeah, there's a lot of coupons on the app. You could do that, like chicken sandwiches and cheeseburger meals. Yeah, he's getting up there. Because I saw something about their, I don't know if it's really like a parody or it was something that they thought might happen. They're talking about making a Back to the Future 4. Now, I don't know if they're ever going to make it. They were making a trailer. It was like a trailer, and it's like maybe it was kind of like a proposed idea to have a Back to the Future 4 with Michael J. Fox in it. So I don't know. But yeah, I saw him in something not too long ago. Yeah, it's true. And you know, I went back and watched some of his older movies, and some like the Family Ties, and I kind of noticed it now when he was on there. You could kind of see him kind of he had to put his hand in his pocket, and he was kind of twitching and stuff when he was on there. So I think it might have been a little bit back then, and he was just kind of hiding it. Yeah, go back and watch one of the episodes of Family Ties or some of his other movies. I know they said it started when he did Doc Hollywood. But yeah, he kind of had a, I don't know, maybe it was just a nervous twitch, or he was always like sitting on the counter and he kind of kept the one hand in the pocket. So maybe it was a little bit different. Mallory. Mallory. Nick. Yeah, back when she was younger. Then she started getting, the older and the other stuff. Yeah, when she was real young. And then she got a little bit older. And then the one that really kind of got to me was that one that played Jennifer. She kind of got a little bit, I don't know, scary when she got a little bit older. Because she dyed her, well, I don't know if she dyed her hair blonde or she let it go black. And she was like into the goth look. Tina Yothers, I think is what her name was. She was on one episode of Married with Children later on. Yeah, that's true. She was in there. And Did you hear, Harden? Did you hear about? You remember the show Alice? Mel Sharples, Alice, all that. The guy that played Tommy just passed away. Just the other day, like 2 days ago. He was fairly young too. He was only 55. Well, it was kind of sad. Yeah, because he was Philip McKeon. He was Nancy McKeon's brother. You know, played Facts of Life. Yeah, he just passed away, 55, and they won't say how he died. So you kind of, you know, it's kind of up in there. Yeah, Family Ties with Mallory. Mallory, Jennifer, and Alex. But Mallory. Yep. Mallory. Nick. Whatever happened to him? He was in a couple of shows and then he kind of disappeared. Oh yeah, she was in Secret Admirer. That was a good movie. C. Thomas Howell. Forgot about him. Oh yeah, Full House. Yeah. They kind of actually, I think they're getting away from that. They want to distance themselves from her. She was, but now she's in trouble. She's looking at, jail time. Yeah. Jail time. Big time. They said that she could get 10 years. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but yeah, because she did like mail fraud and bribery. She's saying that she's innocent. She thought it was a donation, money laundering, and all this other stuff. Yeah, it was a bribe, but she thought it was a contribution. So I don't know. And the whole thing's kind of ridiculous, but hey, it's the way the kids play in Hollywood nowadays, I guess. True. I mean, there was a lot of other people, and these are only the ones that they've, that they've investigated or they find out. There's probably other people that did it that weren't even stars, Probably been going on for years. Just came to light. Yeah, and it was the stupid thing was the kids didn't even want to go. So, yeah, go figure. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, man. And then there's something that happened here local. This one lady's in trouble, man. She's in big trouble. She got caught finally. It was local news around here. You probably weren't here the other day. Last week there was a lady, and she had her kid, and she was getting a haircut at a barber. And I guess after the haircut, she found out, I guess the kid was squirming around, and he nicked the kid's neck. I guess had a little scratch on him. She flipped out. She went back to the barber shop. I guess she confronted the barber, and she was yelling at him. And then she left to get in her car, and he went out to take a picture of her car, I guess because they'd had a confrontation. She got in her car, she revved her car up and hit him with her car, smashed him into the barbershop window, broke both his legs, and he is in the hospital. He had surgery, and she took off. She took off. She had kids in the car, 2 kids in the car. And he said that she looked right at him. She rolled her window down. She flipped him the bird and told him F you, and she rammed the car right into him. She did. That's what happened. She was on the run for about a week, and she turned herself in. Now she's in jail on $3 million bail. She is in serious trouble. Attempted murder, child endangerment. Yeah, child endangerment, destruction of property. What was the other one? Use of a lethal weapon because the car. Yeah, she's in big time trouble, man. She's gonna serve time. She pled not guilty too. Not guilty for hitting this guy. That's not gonna fly. Yeah, man, big time trouble. And they're gonna nail her on that. And the thing was that she had the 2 kids in the car when she hit him, and went through the front of the store. So yeah, she's big time. And I knew that they'd eventually catch her. She'd have to turn herself in because, what are you gonna do? They knew who she was. They knew where she lived. So yeah, she big time trouble. All over something stupid. She was mad that he nicked the kid, and he said that the kid was squirming around in the barber chair. And he had just a little scratch. He didn't draw blood. He didn't do anything like that. Something set her off. But yeah, big trouble, man. Crazy people out there, I'm telling you, man. They got a lot of that stuff going on around here. For some reason, people are getting crazy. I've been hearing all kinds of news about, there's been shootings here. There's been all kinds of crazy stuff like that. I don't know. UPS drivers are getting robbed. It's just getting bad out there. I don't know what's happening to people nowadays, but it's getting bad. Okay, yeah, I should probably wrap it up. I've been on here, 3 hours now? Not that I haven't been having fun with you guys, but yeah, I do need to get a little bit of sleep tonight too. So I do appreciate everybody that came in here. And I will be back on probably Monday. I might be on, I don't know, before that, I'm not sure yet. Maybe tomorrow, I don't really know. But Monday for sure, and stay tuned throughout the weekend for all my other videos that I'll put up. The Christmas light will go up later tonight at noontime, so check that one out if you want to see that. And yeah, thanks guys for hopping on tonight. Everybody that came in, also to Drago for the super chat, and Outlaws and Nikki and all the other people that were in here from earlier. So thanks guys, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. And yeah, stay safe, stay warm. It's going to be raining here too. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate everybody stopping in tonight, and hope you have a great weekend. So I'll catch you on the next one. I'm going to wrap it up and head to bed. All right, guys. Catch you later.